Talked about this story when it came out earlier this week. I can't even remember because there's just been so much idiocy going on lately, and all of these stories just continue to run together. But yeah, it came out. There was a report that Biden was going to be paying $450,000 per individual, so that would be per kid and per parent that were separated at the border because Trump is bad or some shit like that. But then he came out and said, once this finally made the rounds back to him, no, that's garbage. Trump is bad, and cages, they weren't built by us, but stop putting kids in cages, and the Remain in Mexico policy is very racist, and what's that? We have to re-implement it by the end of the month. Oh, okay, cool. In response to reporting that said the Biden administration has considered paying migrants who were separated at the border illegal aliens, okay? Under Trump's administration, Biden on Wednesday said that claims are garbage and false. Interesting. There are reports that are surfacing that your administration is planning, I thought this was Joe, but planning to pay illegal immigrants who are separated from their families at the border of up to $450,000 each, possibly $1 million per family. Well, 900,000 and then a little bit more, obviously, but okay. Do you think that might incentivize more people to come over illegally? No, because Trump's gone, but he's still here, and all of his policies are bad, and I'm better, said Peter Doocy of Fox News. If you guys keep sending that garbage out, yeah, what? Did you just call a bunch of desperate to get into the country, a bunch of dreamers? If you just called them a bunch of garbage? Oh, I don't know, man. So this is a garbage report, Ducey asked. Yeah, Biden responded, $450,000 per person. Is that what you're saying? I was separated from a family member at the border under the last administration. Ducey said, it's not going to happen, Biden said. Wall Street Journal reported last week that Biden administration is currently in talks to offer migrant families, who came over the border and spent some time in migrant facilities, illegally during Trump's administration, were separated around $450,000 per person in compensation, in literal fucking reparations. I can't believe we've gotten here, and I don't know, just being separated from the coyote who drug you across the border. If you're a young kid, I don't know, just trying to get reunited with your border hopping family doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But then again, a lot of what this administration does doesn't make sense to me. And clearly, it doesn't even make sense to Joe, because he said that that's not going to happen. Sucks to suck, I guess. Biden is perfectly comfortable. Okay, this is a couple days later. No, with payouts to migrants separated at the border. No, he just said that that's garbage. Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, as Jen Psaki is currently out with the coof. Thanks for being double vaccinated. Sucks about that breakthrough case, right? Says settlements won't be as high as $450,000 after president insisted reports were garbage. No, they won't be $450,000. They'll be $449,000. God damn it, it ruined my own joke. Oh well. White House Principal Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Thursday that President Biden is perfectly comfortable with cash payouts to migrant families separated at the border, but insisted the settlements won't be as high as $450,000. So they'll be there, they just won't be that much. Peter Doocy asked Jean-Pierre during the briefing what Biden meant when he called the reports of payments garbage after the ACLU claimed that he hadn't been briefed properly. Why does the ACLU know more about the inner workings of the administration than Joe fucking Biden? Interesting development. Jean-Pierre standing in for Jen Psaki after her COVID diagnosis. I hope she's doing well, because that's the nice thing to say. If it saves taxpayer dollars to put the disastrous history of the previous administration's use of zero tolerance, what the fuck? We have to pay people to forget about Orange Man because he's so bad. That's what they're saying. And family separation behind us. This president is perfectly comfortable with the Department of Justice settling with the individuals and families who are currently in litigation with the United States government. Why are they in litigation with the United States government? Would you like to answer that? For illegally crossing the border? Okay, all right. She wouldn't specify the amount the Biden administration would spend in the settlements and referred all other questions to the Department of Justice. who weren't there to answer it, so she could just circle back around to you on that one. The American Civil Liberties Union tore into Biden on Wednesday night after denied reports that the White House is planning on paying separated migrants $450,000 or $1 million per family. Fucking Christ. The head of the ACLU said the 78-year-old... that's real. President's statements means he either hasn't been fully briefed on the matter or is abandoning his promise to undo Donald Trump's more strict immigration laws. President Biden may not have been fully briefed about the actions of his very own Justice Department, and that should be shocking from multiple levels, but alright, as it carefully deliberated and considered the crimes committed against thousands of families separated from their children as an as intentional government policy. ACLU Director Anthony Romero told Fox News. Again, why does he know this stuff and Joe doesn't? Okay. But if he follows through on what he said, the president is abandoning a core campaign promise to do justice to tens of thousands of illegals. Okay. We respectfully remind Joe Biden that he called these actions criminal in the debate, but he also made the cages, so okay. When then President Donald Trump campaigned on remedying and rectifying the lawlessness of the Trump administration, what laws were broken by Trump? I would like clarification on that, considering you are the American, not the International Civil Liberties Union, but you do you. Call on President Biden to right the wrongs of this national tragedy. Fuck off. The disputed financial offerings have been heavily criticized by Republicans who unveiled legislation on Thursday aimed at blocking the payments. Of course, don't care what the pictures show. They should all look like this one, and it should all just be, I don't know, and maybe in drones, and then just being flung back over the border, and then just given a howdy sayonara and tell them to all go fuck off. Lawmakers are led by Representative Tom McClintock of California, of course, the ranking member of the House Judiciary Subcommittee on Immigration and Citizenship. Cool. No, when they come over, they should be given $1 million and citizenship, and make sure that they always vote Democrat, and they'll just be signed up on Democratic voter rolls. Anyways, he said that the reported plan adds insult to injury amid a months-long border crisis. All right. McClintock is introducing the bill, the Illegal Immigration Payoff Probation Act. It will be co-sponsored by 137 of his GOP colleagues, including House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy and California, and Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio. Okay, so he's one of the good guys. I just seen California, and I guess that's my bias there, my mistake. It's the first widespread effort by Republicans to stop a reported plan to pay $450,000 per person, or up to $1 million. Yeah, we know, we got it. GOP lawmakers have vehemently attacked the proposal, as you should. There's no reason for this. Paying fucking criminals, okay? Rewarding their behavior. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Comparing it to giving money to someone who's breaking into your home. No, that's an apt analogy. I don't see... If passed, Biden's Attorney General Merrick Garland would be blocked from making payments to undocumented illegal aliens that are directly linked to running afoul of immigration laws, like all of them, including entering the country illegally. Listen, I would love to become an American citizen. I would fucking desperate for it, but my path to citizenship or to getting a visa or anything like that is incredibly fucking difficult because I want to go about it legally, okay? Listen, if I'd like to make it a little extra scratch, oh yeah, definitely. I'd spend some time out there in the sun, and then I'd try to hop the border, and I think I could probably make it over it without breaking anything severely, but then I'll just say, oh, I'm missing my kid, and then just, whip out a little bit of broken Rosetta Stone Spanish, and hopefully be able to come away 7 digits richer. Let's just read a little bit more of this. Law-abiding, hard-working Americans have seen their purchasing power decimated by Biden's economic policies, while they have surrendered our southern border. Yeah, don't talk about that. Don't talk about Afghanistan either. Just continue to, push the hot-button topics of the day. Hey, have you seen that Dave Chappelle is trying to get canceled, or he's attempting to be canceled by Netflix, and that Alec Baldwin accidentally shot somebody, and that all of those guns need to be taken off of the sites? Yeah, definitely. That's far more appealing, and that's far more clickable content. Fucking worthless people. Paying illegal illegal aliens. Just call them illegal aliens, you fucking cucks. $450,000 apiece as an apology for Trump's decision to enforce our immigration laws adds insult to injury. Congress has the power to of the purse, and that's why we must act today to stop this outrageous plan in its tracks. Yesterday, Biden denied the report, but then, had to, I don't know, just completely and utterly forget it. I'm sure on his way to Delaware for the weekend because he had a big week over in Europe, and then that plane ride back over probably took a lot out of him, and I'm sure he was probably up for hours and hours on end. He probably was awake for like 8 hours in a day. Biden's denied, the report, calling it garbage. Speaking at a press conference on the authorization of vaccines for kids, 78-year-old geriatric was asked by Fox News if that would incentivize illegally crossing the border. No, that's garbage report, and they're garbage people, and I hate them all. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis went after Biden over the plan on Tuesday because Ron DeSantis is a good man, and hopefully he's the president in 2028 and the vice president in 2024. But then again, the boy can dream. Let's change pace a little bit. We're going to talk basketball for a minute. Not the modern game, because that makes me physically ill. We got a Michael Jordan story. It's kind of funny. It involves the saltiness of the ever toxic. I mean that with 100% sincerity, because Scottie Pippen is just a bitter old fucking man at this point. Let's tear him apart, shall we? Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.